Wow, traders, what a week. We're going to go over my trades for this week, and for such a low VIX number week, we wound up with one of our best weeks ever. So let's get started. First thing I want to say is this is not trading advice. I'm simply sharing with you what I'm doing, and I'm not giving you any advice whatsoever. You have to talk to your own professional investment advisor. We are not investment advisors. All right, let's get started. First thing I want to do is go over the account. You can see the starting balance was 139,030. Now that's across all accounts. And as you remember, originally we only had the live trading taxable account outside all the 401ks and stuff before I rolled these over. So in this account alone, the original account that we started on January 8th, starting balance was 70,000, current balance is 79,559. We're only down 582 on unrealized. So we're rocking. We just opened a whole bunch of positions this week. That's why this number is lower, because they're going to hold the ask side against us until the theta starts to go away on these. Time goes away, and this number will creep back up because this number was almost tied with our total income number at one point. And all these new positions, this number went down. So now let's turn around and go into the option premium that we've collected, 7,959. Net profit and losses, which is our total income, premium collected minus the unrealized, and then total income 9,559. That's on the one account. Let's go back to all four accounts. The other accounts are pretty new. So if we go back here, you'll notice now that our return on deployed has been 27% up to this date. That's including all the brand new stuff time weighted, just like your broker would do. Now, annualized return on deployed only, and we're only 52% deployed, is 45.3%. That's a pretty good number, and we've done very, very well so far this year. Return on account in general up to now has been 13.88%, and again, that's time weighted for the newest stuff. And then the annualized return on account projected forward to the end of the year is 23.13. Now, we won't know what this will be till we get there, but I think we're almost 8 months in, and we're in pretty good shape here. All right, deployed 52%. We only have $78,000 deployed out into trades right now. That's it. The rest of the 151,000 is on the sidelines, okay? And it's in a high yielding money market that is not factored in here. And at the end of the year, I might go ahead and factor that in and then apply it for next year, whatever's in that money market, because that's a 3.75 yield or something like that. But right now it's not. Dividends are not factored in. We've collected a little bit on that, but it's negligible, so it's not really a whole lot at all. Now, and we're back up to a 91% win rate. Remember, this had dropped to 88 when I closed out those two PayPal trades, and it cost me all that money to buy those two trades back, and we took a hit in our options premium, but we made it back and then some, made our profits on selling the stock because the stock went way over the price. All right, and I didn't want to sit on these till November for really not much of a gain at that point. And so we did that, and we made our money on the stock itself. That's where the total income comes from. That is the premium plus any closed stock positions that we have, okay? Unrealized is any open stock positions. And then, of course, your if I closed all today means that since we bought all these positions this week, theta hasn't even begun to hit yet. So we would have to buy these at more money than I was paid today and throughout this week to get these at. Some of them have moved a little bit because the stocks have been going in our favor, but it's not that much. And so you would just never do that. But people always ask, what's your account net balance today? Well, the account net balance today would show this much profit on that account if we closed all of these trades today and gave all this money back that we collected, and some from before as well. Right now we're sitting on 18 open trades in all the accounts, 91% win rate. We've closed 68 trades. We have 62 winners and 6 losses. Let's go through our trades. The first one, August 10th on Monday, and that was SOFI. We did 2 contracts. We made $126.70. August 10th again, we did an IREN, and this was a $30 strike price, way, way down there. Just a great little trade, $107.35. And if you look at the returns, the SOFI is a 34.9 annualized. The IREN is a 40.8, both great trades. SOFI, again, I did another one up here, and these are in different accounts. On this one, it's an 18 that I did. So only 18 that I have. But I did this 18 because if I get put this, I'll be really happy because I have a 23. I want a dollar cost average those two, and then I want to write a covered call on the dollar cost average so we don't take a loss in any stock. Okay, or I'll sit on the $23 price until SOFI comes back up a little bit. I do think SOFI is going to come up and come up a lot. Okay. Next one over here is Uber. And on this Uber trade, $145.45. Now, these are after commissions, okay? And this was a 33% return, and the SOFI before it, the 18s, were a 56% annualized return. Let's go up to SOFI again. This is in a live HSA, and I added another one onto this. This was a 17. I wrote 3 contracts at the 17s, made 172.05 and a 34.2% rate of return on the year, annualized out. All right, so now CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines, we did another one here in the live taxable account. 3 contracts on that, $253.55, 31.7% annualized. Again, the live HSA, which is a tax deferred account. We did Carnival Cruise Lines at 27s here, 2 contracts, and made $154.70. It was a 29% rate of return annualized out. Netflix, I did a 75 on this. Netflix is moving up. I wanted to see if I could get it back closer to 70, but if you look at the chart, this is really bouncing off areas and still moving up. So it's a good stock. It's not going bankrupt anytime soon. 1 contract, 131 bucks on this percent. My lowest yield, but that's okay. I think it's a pretty safe bet. And again, it's September 11th on that one. Next one's Robinhood. This is the first time I've traded Robinhood. Looked at it, doing some research on it. You know, if you go to the screener, it says it's a solid stock. They've got a lot of businesses. The stock's at 96.22 right now. It was at 97 this morning when I wrote it. But I did a 90 and I got $429 on 1 contract for September 25s. And, you know, I thought that was pretty good. That's my cost basis is just above $85 and the stock's over $10 higher than that. 41% annualized. Feel good about that. And then I went to the other NU reported yesterday. Did 2 contracts on that. It's not a lot of money, but it was at 1380 or something before reporting, jumped up to up in the upper 15s, and then went up and towards the lower 15. So I wrote 2 contracts at 15 for September 4th. This is closer in. I closed out one of my earlier trades that was a September 18th for I think it was 7 cents. So I kept all that profit, and then I wrote this one at a 15 and got a whole lot more money, $82.70 on those 2 contracts, but it's 111% annualized. So across the board, if I look at my numbers here, that's our best week ever and only moving up from here. $1,709.55 on the week in premium that I taken in, that we've collected. Okay, that is your income. Okay, that's a weekly income is over $1,700. Now, you know the ultimate goal for me is $2,500 to $3,000 a week. Income breakdown, if we go here, we take a look at this. Now we're in August. Now remember, we're only August, 14th, and I've already collected $2,000. And I told you I was looking between $3,000 and $4,000. $4,000 is a stretch because I'm not going to trade all of this account. But if we can get just over $3,000, I'll be really happy with the numbers for August. The quarter, and we're only a month and a half in, is already as high as the best quarter we've ever had, or higher. $4,513 on the quarter. The last quarter, Q2, we only made $4,508 on the entire quarter. But I'm going to say more than likely we're going to be in upper 7s to low $8,000 range on the quarter. So just a record-breaking quarter again. Really happy with these numbers. All right. I'm going to make some other videos on some new features that we have. If you guys go over to the screener, I want to show this real quick. I know it's our weekly update, but these are important for you guys to go through. If you go to the screener now, you'll notice all those buttons. It's really cleaned up. First, we have a fear and greed indicator, which, by the way, is also in the trade journal for your account. Fear and greed. It'll show you that right here. You can look at it and make sure that you're not over allocated based on our allocation levels. And it's right here. You can click that and go to the allocation levels. Okay. Let's go back to the screener. All right. Now, to open the filters that you had in place up here at the top, you simply click on Open Filters, click that, and to the right-hand side is now where you're going to see all of these filters. You'll notice technicals. We have added technical analysis to this. So you can say, I want uptrend only. Okay. Then you can go to momentum and you can say, but I want it to have maybe an oversold RSI or pulled back, overbought RSI, and not extended. Okay. You can go to near support, within 3% of support and resistance, within 5%, within 10%. All right. And if you see any of these, if you're a member of our team and you're using OptiTrades, it's free. Come in and use it. Why wouldn't you? Look what we give you. All right. If you're a member of our team and you want additional things in here, tell me. I'll add them, okay? You can zip over to a chart, and one of the things, I can full size that chart. One of the things a lot of you guys don't know that we have, and one of the members said today, you have that? Go to the expected move, click it, look at that. This is what the option could do up or down over the next X period of time. And this is just a great little indicator. Let's close that. And if you look at the color bars here, the color bars indicate this is in a downtrend. Red is downtrend. Does that mean I don't want to trade it? No. It just means I want to look at it a little bit closer. I want to check the longer term trend. Maybe I go to the weeklies. Now, this is interesting. Here's how I'm going to read this. And you need to be able to read. Indicators are not perfect. We just turned to a downtrend. We're under the moving averages, but we just pulled right up to an EMA 200. RSI is almost an oversold. So you can go on here and do a full analysis. Like and subscribe to this video. We're doing some wonderful things over here. We're making money. We've got traders in the room. Traders are thanking me every day for what I'm building for them and the updates. All right. The other thing that you guys can do, and one last thing I want to point out, I always do this right at the end, right? So I'll readjust this for a second. But at this point, most of our pages have this take the tour. You can also go down there to Ask Opti. This was just redone this week, complete, because we've had a lot of changes and a lot of cleanup. And you can say to Opti, walk me through the screener. This is going to be 45 Opti places that's going to walk you through all the details of the screener, all the details of the filters. It's going to help you to understand this drawer and then the deeper analysis. It's going to walk you through every section of this deeper analysis. How to use Ask Opti up here. You have AI to talk to you about the stock. And then the customize right here, because some of you don't even know this is here, okay? Use this. It's a phenomenal set of tools. You've got also, don't forget, you guys have Opti AI. It's in beta. There's some things we're still adding to it. It's a lot of work to get AI to do the trades. Believe me, it's stubborn and it wants to do its own thing, and its own thing is not always the right thing. So we have to give it the rules that we want to see it do, but still give it some leeway and some flexibility. And so Opti AI is still in beta, but you have the same take the tour in Opti AI and also in the trade journal. The trade journal is now complete with the take the tour. And then if you select one of the stocks and you go directly to that stock, you can also do take the tour here as well, okay? You can do take the tours on the Opti AIs now. And then you can also go to the guide. The guide is extremely thorough on everything that we have, okay? That's it. Like, subscribe, comment in the channel. We'd love to hear from you. Love to hear you guys comment. And hopefully we'll see you in the room. Come over to OptiTrade, sign up. It's free. Come spend some time with me and our other traders in our community room and have fun. Trading's a lot of fun. We'll see you there.